If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
Wow, did you see that? Yes, I did a biometric unlock by clicking on a display of a smartphone. Yes, this is the Vivo X21, the world's first smartphone with an in-display fingerprint sensor. You can pinch yourself as this is for real, and Vivo did it before the likes of Apple, Samsung or Google. And after using the Vivo X21 for over a month, I can safely say that it might be a small step for Vivo, but it's a giant leap for the smartphone industry. The Vivo X21 is not just a great phone, it's innovative thanks to its under-glass fingerprint sensor. The Snapdragon 660 processor technically makes it a mid-ranger, but don't let that fool you. This phone feels like a flagship in many ways. So in the box you'll get the Vivo X21 smartphone, a clear TPU case, a 2 Ah charger, a USB cable and a pair of earbuds. Moving on to the design and display. The X21 features an all-black aluminum frame and a glass back with tapered edges, which makes it very comfortable to hold. It's about 7.5mm at its thickest point, but it's surprisingly easy to handle, especially considering the 6.28-inch screen. Thanks to the all-black aluminum frame, it's also less slippery and less fingerprint prone. With the fingerprint sensor hidden under the screen, the back of the phone is very clean, with even the dual cameras being discreet. The tall 19:9 aspect ratio helps a lot and also gives the front of the phone that modern bezel-less look. The Vivo X21's display is beautiful. The screen is an OLED panel with a vibrant color palette and inky blacks. Best thing is that the Vivo X21 has a very bright display panel, especially compared to the other phones I'm testing like the Google Pixel 2, the Huawei P20 Pro and the OnePlus 6, each of which really struggle in broad daylight. Now let's move on to the hardware and performance. The Vivo X21 is powered by the Snapdragon 660, the Qualcomm chip for upper mid-range phones. But don't judge the book by its cover. In my usage, I didn't notice any performance issues on the X21. The phone felt just as fast as my daily driver, the Pixel 2 XL, which is powered by the Snapdragon 835. And the reason for such a smooth performance is the Vivo's X21 6GB of RAM. That's 2GB more than the Pixel 2, Galaxy S9 and the other recent flagships. Thanks to the generous RAM, I was able to multitask between multiple games and apps running in the background, and it could also handle graphic-intensive games. The 3200 mAh battery lasts a day, but with every other Vivo phone, we wish it had USB Type-C. Another upper hand the X21 has over other phones in this segment and above is the 128GB of storage space plus expandable storage, leaving over 100GB for usage. Just like the Vivo V9, the X21 comes with FunTouch OS 4.0 based on the latest Android 8.1. There are a number of handy features in the user interface such as game mode that disables notification and rejects or silence incoming call while you're gaming. The iPhone X-style gestures for control and navigation are also present, apart from motorbike mode and the usual add-ons of the FunTouch OS. The X21 gives you an option to switch to an all-gesture interface instead of the familiar Android navigation buttons. In this gesture mode, the bottom of the screen is divided into three areas. Swipe up on the right side to open the control center, swipe up on the center to go back to the home screen, swipe up on the left side to go back one screen. Side swiping the central area of the screen lets you scroll through active apps. The Vivo X21 comes with a 12MP f1.8 main camera with face detection autofocus assisted by a 5MP f2.4 secondary camera. The front camera is also 12MP but with a f2.0 lens. The camera comes with AI beautification and AI stickers. It takes fantastic photo with crisp details and good colors. The Vivo X21 comes with dual pixel sensors. In simple words, the X21 is capable of capturing details like two human eyes. Photos taken from the X21 capture good details, natural color and the edge detection is good. Vivo also offers the option to adjust focus in an image after it's taken. Despite the face detection autofocus, a fast-moving subject often resulted in blur shots. For beautification, you can choose the beauty level manually or let AI do its job. Take a selfie or a portrait and you can pick up from 6 degrees of skin smoothing and wrinkle removing. We think the AI beautification did a pretty good job. The portrait mode also does a good job with edge detection as long as there is enough light. You also get a group selfie mode with professional mode for front camera. Vivo also uses the front camera for face unlock and tricks like lowering the ringer when you look at the phone. There is also an option to capture live photos with sound. Another advantage of X21's rear camera is that it's capable of 4K recording at 30 frames per second in good quality. Before we move on to the final verdict, I would want to talk about the USP of this device. It's under-glass fingerprint scanner. Well, phone makers and component makers have been working on this technology for years, but it's Vivo and Synaptics that made it possible on the X21, making it the first commercial smartphone with a fingerprint sensor underneath the screen. The Vivo X21's under-display fingerprint sensor works great. It's like a regular fingerprint sensor and the phone unlocks itself in a split second. With the V9, Vivo managed to ship the first Android phone with a notch in India. And now the X21 becomes the world's first smartphone with a fingerprint sensor underneath the screen. This says a lot about Vivo as a smartphone maker. The company is not afraid of taking bold steps, introducing new technology and investing heavily in R&D. The X21 has tried and trusted hardware, new innovation and the software that offers a lot of customization. At $35,990, the Vivo X21 is a great buy and also a memorabilia of how smart and futuristic your smartphone is compared to the competition. Yes, the competition may offer a higher processor at this price, but as you mentioned, there is no way you'll feel that your phone is underpowered, as the X21 with its 6GB of RAM and software enhancements can handle whatever you throw at it. So that was our unbiased review of the Vivo X21. If you enjoyed watching the video, then please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends and family.